The first time I met Lucas's female buddy Emma, she dramatically covered her mouth in fake surprise. Lucas, why is your girlfriend wearing such heavy makeup? She blinked her innocent big eyes with a pure expression. Not like me. I'm naturally beautiful and never wear makeup. I paused while holding my bubble tea. Before I could even respond, Lucas beside me was already frowning, looking at her like she was an idiot. That's because you're too stupid to even know how to put on makeup. Look at my baby. She's so smart. The air in the private room instantly froze. The innocent look on Emma's face cracked apart, her face turning red then pale. Quite the show. Here it comes, the classic mean girl move, putting others down to highlight her so-called natural beauty. I was mentally applauding, but outwardly, I just raised an eyebrow slightly and took a sip of my bubble tea. The sweet liquid sliding down my throat actually improved my mood. This was my first time meeting Lucas's friend group. Before coming, he'd warned me about someone named Emma, their childhood little sister, who wasn't very bright, asking me to be patient with her. Now I could see it wasn't that she was dumb, she was rotten to the core. Lucas, how could you say that about me? Emma's eyes immediately turned red, her voice taking on a crying tone as she looked around at the guys for help. Yeah, Lucas, Emma was just joking. A blonde guy immediately jumped in to smooth things over. Don't mind it. She didn't mean anything bad. No bad intentions? Yeah, right. Playing the I don't wear makeup hard to imply that girls who do aren't good girls. This routine is so old it stinks. I didn't say anything, just looked at Lucas. This was his territory, his friends. I wanted to see how he'd handle it. Lucas let out a cold laugh, naturally draping his arm over my chair back possessively. Joking? Making jokes about my girlfriend? Who does she think she is? His voice wasn't loud, but it hit everyone like ice picks to the heart. And Jake, he looked at the blonde guy. If you're going to call her my girlfriend, do it properly. Don't make excuses for Emma. You guys might not know what she's really like, but don't I? Someone who can't even tell the difference between lipstick and lip gloss has no right to judge anyone else's makeup. Lucas, boyfriend power level, maximum, full marks from me. My smile deepened as I reached over to squeeze his hand resting on my shoulder. He squeezed back, his fingertips gently scratching my palm in a comforting gesture. Emma's tears finally started falling, one by one, like broken pearls. I just think girls look better natural. I didn't mean anything else. She sniffled, her shoulders shaking, looking utterly pitiful. Another guy couldn't stand it and handed her a tissue. Okay, Emma, stop crying. You know how Lucas is. He's always had that attitude. As he said this, he gave me a meaningful look. Oh great, so I'm the evil woman who made Lucas's personality turn sour? I finally understood the situation. This Emma had used her years of female buddy status to establish her position in this group. Everyone was used to her presence, used to her being the only princess among these guys. My appearance disrupted this balance. So what she needed to do was subtly exclude me, isolate me, preferably make Lucas and me break up. Then she could continue being their group pet. Too bad she miscalculated. I, Jessica, specialize in dealing with two-faced mean girls like her, and my boyfriend Lucas was clearly an expert at spotting fake people. For the rest of dinner, Emma was quiet as a mouse, but those red, swollen eyes kept glancing at my face with poisonous resentment. After dinner, everyone suggested going to karaoke. Lucas put his arm around my waist and declined directly. We're not going. I'm taking Jessica home. Jake winked. Aw, so clingy. Choosing your girl over your bros. Lucas kicked at him. Get lost. Got a problem with that? No. You two take your time leaving. Emma stood behind the group, biting her lip, staring intensely at our intertwined hands. Walking out of the restaurant, the evening breeze dispersed the smoky atmosphere from the private room and the hostility from Lucas's expression. He stopped and turned to look at me seriously. Baby, I'm sorry you had to deal with that today. I shook my head and stood on my tiptoes to kiss his chin. You did great. You deserve a reward. His Adam's apple bobbed, his eyes darkened, and his arm around my waist tightened suddenly. Just this little reward? He asked in a low voice, his breath tickling my ear. This man, can't he think about anything